my gosh, I am honored to have him here. Not only because he's an amazing individual, one of our top leaders, really crushing it in his market, but he is up at 1 a.m. right now, 1:20 a.m. out in Africa to be able to be here on the call. I even let him know, I was like, we can pre-record it and just share with the team. He's like, no, I would be honored. Actually, I'm up till 3 a.m., probably just mastering his business. So without further ado, Martyn Nadiho, my friend, my brother, please come on and say hello to everybody. Tell us a little bit about you and your background, and we'll just go back and forth as an interview style. And if anyone has questions, we'll take them at the end.
Okay, great. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, my friend, loud and clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mel. First of all, it's an honor to be on this call and being able to interact with your entire team. And I mean, to me, I call this family. So I'm so happy to be on this call. And when you asked me to jump on here, that was really something so easy for me to do. And 1 a.m. is still early. I sleep at 3 a.m., sometimes 4 a.m. So because have to work around the clock because right now in the US it's still early, so I have to get some prospects in the US and all that because we are at the very beginning. We are just getting started. So it's still early. So I'm good, and I'm so happy to be here and being able to share anything that you want me to share with your team.
Yes, well, thank you so much again. And that is a really smart business move to just, sleep around the clock. I heard, was it Albert Einstein would take like 2 to 4 hour naps, and he wasn't really on like the sleep schedule like normal people. You sleep when it's dark and you're awake when it's light. So I'm very impressed with your leadership skills and showing people what it looks like to win in a massive level. Before we get into your success and how you've done it, tell us a little bit about your upbringing, what you did before your Viago business, or if you still do it.
Okay. All right. So first off, well, my name is Martyn Ndiho, and I am a statistician by profession, and I also hold an executive master's degree in business administration. And I've been in this industry for 10 solid years now. 10. Well, I got to see this industry in 2015 through a complete stranger. It's a guy that reached out to me on Facebook and told me about travel at the time. That was 2015. And it was the first time I was getting to see something like this. In the beginning, I was very skeptical, by the way. I never really paid attention to what he was telling me because at the time I was running two businesses, two companies, doing really well. I wasn't complaining. And he's Kenyan, I'm Ugandan, and those are two different countries with two different cultures, by the way. So he came to my country. He was here for about 2 weeks, constantly inviting me for meetings, calling me all time and again. It was beginning to get I was beginning to get irritated. So, and one morning he calls, and I remember I was rude to him, by the way. And I told him, bro, if you don't show up in 30 minutes, please never call me again. Dude showed up in 15 minutes. See this stranger in 15 minutes. Well, I was humbled. And I felt like I shouldn't have been rude to this guy. But anyhow, all he did was play a video. He just played a video that I watched for 10 or 11 minutes, and I was blown away. I saw people traveling the world, and I was like, wow, I want to be with these people because I was used to dealing with people that were always stressed, even me being stressed all the time. And I'm looking at people that are happy traveling with their families. And I remember thinking to myself, I need to be with these people. And long story short, I told the gentleman that I was in. I didn't know what that was, but I told him I wanted to be a part of this family. I wanted to be with these people. And yeah, that is how I got started. In fact, in my country, I was the first person to get started in that specific company. And and I started off, started talking to people and all that. The rest is history. But yeah, I mean, again, COVID hit and everything went downhill. And the last 4 years trying to look out for something out there, but nothing seemed to come close until now. So in November last year, I got a call from Matt Morris. And the moment I saw Viago, wow, to me, that was it. That was a second chance at life. And I said, come on. I've been struggling, looking for something that could either match what we had before or even come close, but nothing seemed to even get there. So finally, I get to see something that is even way bigger and better. And I'm like, come on, this is it. So I grabbed it with both hands and I said, I'm running with this. And I don't care how this is going to go, but I'll have to go crazy with it. And that is how I got started in Viago. And it's been an incredible 5 months, 6 months now. It's been an incredible 6 months so
We've
far,
been
and
watching
I'm
you from
loving
here
it.
in the States, and it has been incredible for us to see you guys win so fast. Before we get into how you did that, when you said you saw the industry, it was from a complete stranger on social media. How did they approach you, and what got you interested in at taking a look from a stranger?
Yeah, so you know how Facebook is. You just, accept some friends from different parts of the world. You don't even know them, you never met them. And then somehow they get into your DM and they're texting you messages and stuff. So that's exactly how it happened. And for some reason, I was just, I kept him going. He would send this and I keep him going. And that's it. That's all I thought it would end at. And I thought at the end, somehow he would stop or something like that. But for some reason, he kept texting, and once in a while, I would drop a message as well, until he came to my country. And well, I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? All I thought was, when he comes through, he gets to show me whatever he has. Off he goes. He will never bother me again. And this turned out to be something that changed my life in a 360-degree angle. And to me, I'm truly grateful because I also know that there are no coincidences in life. It's God's way of being anonymous. And, sometimes we pray to God for good things to come our way, but oftentimes we think they'll come a specific type of way, a certain type of way, but then we forget that it could be anything. It could come through anyone. And to me, I
Yeah,
believe that was my moment. That was my moment because the moment he connected me to this, I got connected to lots of people all over the world. I got connected to you. I remember meeting you in Sun City, South Africa, you
yeah,
know? And
yeah,
and and yeah, to me, this is it. This is my life right now. So
yeah. It's amazing
Mhm.
how we can go back, and I think that was in 2016, 17 when we met in Sun City. And
Yeah,
just, you know,
yeah, 2017, yes.
17, okay. Yeah, and just,
Yes.
be able to rekindle and create something, bigger and more special. So it's amazing to
Mhm.
hear you say that, you got started simply because this person, a stranger on social media, just kept coming and was consistent and was persistent. And we teach that all the time. If you want to be successful, you got to stay consistent. And no company in the world has ever become financially wealthy without consistent effort. So it's amazing to me to hear that because I also, build through social media and I also reach out to strangers. So it's like, yes, validation, okay, I'm doing the right thing because I could get a Martyn on my team. So we love to hear, when you got started with Matt, what were the things that he taught you that you took immediate implementation in your business that helped you become successful to get your six or to have your first level of residual?
Yeah, so with Matt, obviously that was an easy thing for me because I was already, into another company, and I was actually, I had like some good rank in that company. But Matt being Matt, and because I had been working with Matt, like, ever since I got into that other company, I had been working with Martyn very close, and we kept in touch, by the way. Like, there are lots of people that, maybe we even lost contact or something like that. But with Matt, we kept in touch. And every single time I looked at something else, I would hit him up. And I'm like, hey, Matt, what do you think about this? He would look through it and say, well, that's a no-go. Maybe that is, no, that's okay. That's not, that's, so we were always talking, right? So the friendship stayed. We stayed solid, right? So when he reached out to me and said, hey, I think this is it. I think we found it. This is it. And he sent me a video and I watched it. And well, it wasn't really that detailed for me to actually get considering I needed more details about it. But again, because it was Matt, I just decided, you know what, this is Matt. Finally, I'm back. I'm together. I'm going to be working with Matt again. I was only excited about that. And then I get to dig deeper to get to see what exactly it's all about. Well, it was travel. And for travel, because I had grown to really be passionate about travel. Because, doing something you love is called passion, and doing something you don't love is called stress. And
Mhm.
truly speaking, every other thing I was doing, it's just because I only needed to put food on the table, and that's it. But I wasn't really passionate about all that stuff that I was doing. Okay. So then I see travel and I'm like, okay, this is it. And I remember uh, I signed up on the 11th of November, but then took me about 10 days. I didn't do nothing. The first 10 days, I didn't do anything. So I was now preparing my mind and preparing the people that I had been, working with on a completely different company, trying to really talk to them. And I was actually just telling them, hey guys, this is it. I'm leaving, but I just want you to stick to whatever you are doing if you want to. But this is going to be my next move. So I was literally preparing myself as well and also preparing other people as well so that they know that I'm leaving. And I never wanted to leave with them, to ask them to come with me because I wanted to start on a clean slate and then just go ahead and run. So as I was doing that, 10 days go by. It's now 21st. Hey, and I'm thinking the days are running. So that night, there's one lady that I spoke to. She lives in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, that's Cote d'Ivoire in Abidjan, and I'm in Uganda. So when she heard that I was leaving, she's like, come on, if you're going, I'm coming with you. I'm like, come on, no, you don't have to. She said, no, give me your link. Wherever you're going, I'm following you. Okay. So I drop her my link and she signs herself up. So I checked. For some reason, the commission delayed to pop up. And then that was like 3 a.m. in the night. So in the morning, I'm just logging into my back office to see, and I was expecting a $50 direct commission, only to see it was $100. I'm like, wait a minute. No way. It can't be $100. Because where I was from, the same amount of money, the direct commission was $20.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these, it's $100. I'm like, no way, this can't happen. So I said, okay, so this is $100 for one person. I said, okay, fine, let's move now. So I signed up my six that very day. That very
Let me
day.
stop you right there 1 second, just so people have an understanding. In Uganda, what is that equivalent to 100 US dollars in Uganda?
100 US dollars. That's like 370,000 shillings.
Wow. And what's the average income a month in Uganda?
Like 150 dollars a month, average
Wow. So,
income, $150,
you're thinking,
$200 thereabout.
wow, wow. So
Yeah,
one person is almost your entire average monthly income.
exactly. So for you to ha-
Yeah,
for you to get to sign up people, you have to call like tens and hundreds of people, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah.
have to really make some good calls, good number of calls for you to get there.
So you
So
got in your first month?
Sorry?
You got your six, you got Club Six in your first month?
Well, yes, in my first month, but I literally got
Okay.
my first six in my first on my first day, on my day one when I started
Oh, wow.
working. I got
Remember
my
how many
six.
people, do you remember how many people you called on day one to get six?
To be honest with you, I lost count. I didn't even try to use a list or anything like that. I just got my phone and I'll just scroll. I'm like, boom, I call. Hey, I'm right here. Can you come? I need to see you right now. What is happening? Please come. What is happening? It's me. Come, find me here. Period. And whoever came in, I just told them, hey, Matt called me. Matt called me. Matt called me. I first reached out to those people that were closest to me. Hey, Matt called me and told me about this. Are you in or out? Are you in or out? And they're like, what is it? What is it? It's travel, it's making money, or both. Are you in or out? So in the beginning, obviously, I was just doing it that way. And when they also came in and started seeing that direct commission, the compensation plan, it got so crazy. And this is something we've not experienced in the last 4 years. And so many people, actually, even right now, so not so many people have really understood what we have our hands on yet. They
For
haven't.
sure.
And I
For
keep
sure.
thinking, if these people get to see this, they'll go nuts. So we are basically just positioning leaders right now, and we haven't even picked up momentum yet. We haven't. So I got my six then on that very same day, and then from 21st to 30th, I remember that was November. Those are like 9 days. I got 21 personals. And I think I was the second on the leaderboard. Yeah, November. I was the second on the leaderboard with 21 personals. And even while I was enrolling people, somehow I would see the leaderboard come up and I'm seeing my name and I'm like, what is this? What is this? I didn't even know what that was. I was excited about the direct commissions, and then the psycho bonuses were also kicking in. And I'm seeing the leaderboard and I'm thinking, okay, what is this? So that got me excited. And then I just started, I kept running, I kept running, I kept running. All I wanted was to, just make sure I get more personals and I get to go through the numbers, go through so many people fast enough, because I knew the moment you get to a certain number, now you are going to start supporting the team, and obviously your personals would reduce, because now it's about duplication. Because
Right.
you can put in so many, but you need
Yeah.
duplication for you to
Right.
actually go ahead and grow. Yeah. Hmm.
Yep. A few things that you said, I just want people to recognize. Martin and his team are constantly on the leaderboard. And as you heard, the average income is 150 US dollars a month. So to hit the first place bonus is a $3,000 cash bonus on top of all the sales that you made and the commissions that you're making, the direct sales, and then now residuals. That is a 2-year commission paid out in that first place bonus of $3,000 in 1 month. Martin and his team, when they hit that first place for the 3,000, and you can get up to 9,000, that is worth 2 years in Uganda of commissions that they're at the
Yeah.
average pay that they're making. What a blessing. And that's why we see countries that that are in your position do so well because you guys are just more hungry. Here in America, it's like $100 to go out to eat for dinner for two people, so it's not like a big deal. And that's why people don't run for it. If it was like a $5,000 enrollment bonus, I think people in America would treat it more like a business. And they're not as hungry as third world countries are because of the income difference. And it's so important for people to realize that because the success that you guys are going to have is going to be massive because of what you're doing now. And you heard Martin, he doesn't remember how many calls he made. He just made the calls. You want to make money and travel? Come to my house now, right? Get involved. And when you're passionate like Martin and myself in travel, then you don't work a day in your life because you just talk about travel all the time and you make money in travel. So that's why people that are passionate about travel do so well in our industry in the travel space. And he brought up a really great point is that not only did he tell people really fast, are you in or out? But hey, I'm also working with the GOAT, with the greatest of all time. You know, he's one of my mentors. He wrote a book called The Unemployed Millionaire. For those that don't know him, Matt Morris. He's made multiple millions of dollars every year in this industry. He's been successful outside of this industry. He's very successful. So anyone that may not be on Martyn's or Matt's team, maybe on my team, you can also use that urgency. Hey, I'm working with Melanie Levitz, right? Or for those that are on Martyn's team, hey, I'm working with Martyn, right? And you guys all have connections to Matt. I even say, hey, I'm partnered with Matt. When I tell people, hey, we're going to Ohio to see Matt and all the other leaders, I express the importance of meeting these people because what I love about our company is that we have humility. We are very humble people. We talk to everybody and we share knowledge and our secrets with everybody in building this business because we are one big family. Martyn being here today at 1 in the morning has no financial benefit from anyone on our team. And that's what we call an amazing community of people in our community, in our company. And not a lot of companies are like that. Also, he mentioned how he got 6 in 1 day because, again, he just kept on staying consistent, you know, making those goals. He got 9 personals or 21 personals, excuse me, in 9 days. So at this point, you're already at the second level of residual income. And now he's replaced his money, his career, because he's earned the second level of residual income of $200 a month, US dollars in Uganda, where the average income is 150. So I'm not, you
Mhm.
know, I don't know your success behind the scenes, but that's the average income, $150. So that's so big. What are some key points that you could express to, I know a lot of people are watching from your team and our team, that if people just did this, you know, one, two, or three things, they would have massive success?
Yeah, so well, the number one thing that I believe is stopping people from actually going out there and winning big is just fear. I don't even know, fear of the unknown. I wonder what people are really scared about. Like there's that fear. There's either it's fear of rejection, I believe, most likely fear of rejection. And well, for me over the years, I've overcome that. Like I don't fear rejection. I will tell anyone and everyone. If even if a traffic officer, a cop stops me by the roadside and asking me whatever, I'll make sure I tell them about Viago. Like literally, like that is how crazy I am at this. Like I'm super crazy about this. Every single person I sit with you 1, 2, 3 minutes, I'm asking you if you know about Viago. Like really, anyone that I meet out there, strangers. And again, you talked about strangers. You reach out to strangers. I do. I built in my former company, I built a team of 50,000 people and I built through strangers. The people that I knew all said no to me. All said no to me, like my relatives, my friends, they all said no to me, but that never stopped me. I went on to start with strangers and I did it. So for the people on this call or people that are listening into the recording, you don't have to only focus on the people that you know. And in most cases, the people that you know will say no to you. Like that's a given. And that's normal. Do not think you are weird. No, it is very normal. In fact, if people that you know say yes, be worried. I'm just saying. They're supposed to say no to you because the reason is they just can't believe that suddenly it's you. They've known you for years and they can't believe that it's got to be you that brings something that will change their lives. They would rather be the ones to bring it to you. So the number one reason why your friends and family won't join you is because they think they are smarter than you. So you have to know that deep down. And even when they say no to you, it shouldn't affect you in any shape or form. So you just have to know that you're going to reach out to any person out there that you know. See, you could reach out to 100 people and maybe no one will say yes. That's cool too. go on, get another 100 people because you need to have the end in mind. You need to know where you're going. So you just run through the numbers, run through the numbers. Give yourself a target. Give yourself a target that until you speak to 1,000 people, 1,000 people, you won't stop. Now, when you continue with that, of course, it's a hard thing because most people who are new to this industry, when you get about 10, 20 people saying no to you, your feelings get hurt. Now, I mean, yes, that's normal. That will happen. It happened to me a couple of years ago. Not anymore. I could speak to 1,000 people. They will all say, no, I'll go on to the next 1,000. That is how crazy I am. But not everyone
Yeah.
might be like that. And that's okay. But just understand it's normal. It's okay to get a no from anyone. It's okay for you to call people and they suddenly don't pick your calls. It is okay for people to come and see the presentation and they tell you they'll go think about it. Much as you could try to, overcome the objection and they still say no, that's also okay. To me, when anyone says no to me, I feel sorry for them. But I
Yeah,
make sure they follow me on Instagram and Facebook because I'm damn sure I'm going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. And it
for
is
sure.
coming. It is
Yes,
coming.
brother. Amen. You know, it's the
Yeah,
crazy people that change the world.
exactly.
When I got excited and I joined this industry 15 years ago, my mom was the first person I called, and she literally told me I was going to go to jail. And I'm so glad that I didn't listen to her because I was able to retire myself from the workforce at age 31 in the first company with Martyn and I that we are a part of. So be crazy, have a backbone because no one's gonna fight for your dreams as hard as you. Don't take anything personal. People are, especially friends and family, are trying to protect you because they just don't know what this industry can provide. And as Martyn says, I also have had more success with complete strangers. I would have them call me off the back of my car with my phone number on the back of my window. I would sit with them and they would sign up because they would say, Melanie, I see in your eyes you're going somewhere. And they're like, I just want to follow where you're going because I know it's going to be big. So don't be worried about family and friends. I loved when you said that when they don't, when they say yes, that is funny because I feel like you may not get as much work ethic out of them actually is why what I took out of it when you said be worried when they say yes, because then you got to work with them, right? But be
Yeah.
crazy. I love that, Martyn. We do have a question from Philip. He got to meet you in Dubai. You actually helped him enroll his sister, and
Oh,
he has a
yeah.
question for you. Yeah. So take it
Okay.
away, Philip.
Hey brother, how you doing? Hey,
Oh, good. Good to
yep,
see you, bro.
you too. Hey, I have a quick question. Do you and your team do more one-on-ones, Zooms? What do you actually do, like presentation wise and stuff like that, to make y'all go real fast?
Yeah, so we do Zooms. We have daily Zooms. Yeah, we have daily Zooms, but I don't know about you guys in your market, but in our market, Zooms are not really that effective. So we just do them anyway. Okay. Maybe for the people that cannot make it, to meet in person, but we just do the Zooms anyway. But we've come to realize that physical meetings, like one-on-ones or maybe travel parties, that is where we get to have a lot of success because once you are with people, pretty much like belly to belly, that is the easiest way we get to close someone because you get to close someone easily when you meet them because you're presenting to them, they're seeing the presentation, you collect a decision, all right? You get a decision. It's either a yes or a no or something like that. All right. But on a Zoom, it's funny how some people will plug in on a Zoom and just so you can see their name there and they place the phone somewhere else, they go do other things. All right. So when you call them, maybe you do a three-way call to find out what their decision is, or to get it to collect a decision from them, and they start going, sideways and they're not really giving a clear answer. And usually what I pick from that, because I did several of those three-way calls, but I could gather this person did not really focus. Maybe they were distracted or anything like that, so they didn't pay attention. So I like it when I'm looking at you because once I give you all the information, you're not going anywhere, but in our back office. Really, because if I've given you all the info, I know for a fact that if you are enrollable, you're getting into the back office. But on Zoom, I can't tell. I cannot tell whether you watched the entire presentation or you just got on Zoom and then went on to do other things. So we still do the Zooms, yes, but I believe we are getting more success because we are doing daily presentations, physical presentations. In fact, we got a place like here in Uganda. The reason you're seeing the Ugandans on the leaderboard is because we have a place that we got and we do a presentation at 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and 8 p.m. physical. So it's a room, and every single person comes there, and we start to invite. We invite people. Like we literally call. We are going to start now phone dumping. Like if you have your phone, you have people in your phone that you can't even call because you're scared. I don't know for what reason. So I'll grab your phone and I'll call. I'm like, hey, my name is Martin. I'm calling on behalf of Philip. He's right here with me, and there's something we need to share with you. What is it? Where is Philip? I'm here with him, and you need to come and see this ASAP. And you're like, so what is it exactly? Is he in trouble? No, he's not in trouble, but just come and we need to share something with you, you know? And then, they start asking questions, A, B, C, D, but we say, come on, we are here. All of us are here. Philip is here. You can speak to him. Then he says, yeah, please come. You have to see this. When they ask for details, you could go like, well, this is not anything I can explain over the phone. It's like giving you a haircut over the phone. It's impossible. You've got to be here in person. So we create that FOMO, we create that urgency, and then we find people coming through thinking, okay, what is happening to this? What is happening to this person? In fact, for most ladies, some of them think maybe they are getting engaged or something like that, and they end up showing up. They get in there and get in a room full of people, and a presentation is ongoing, and before they know it, they're actually signing up on the spot. And of course, if it was in the US, maybe it would be easier because of the incomes there. But here, because someone comes in, loves it, but they don't have the money. And yes, it's genuine. They don't have the money, but they go and look for it. Because if you tell me you don't have $279 today, my question to you will be, if you didn't have it 6 months ago, you don't have it today, what are the chances you'll have it 6 months from today? What about you go do something and we change the narrative?
Wow, that
So
is so
people,
powerful. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
another
people
point
end
is
up,
that, go ahead.
yeah, people end up going out of their way to go and look for that money so they can come and actually, because they suddenly see a platform that they can use to make way more money. And yeah, they end up doing that because come on, you enroll three people, you've made all your money back plus a profit.
Right, exactly. Yeah, so that's a great perspective is that, they're having to go through a lot more people because of the enrollment costs. It's, 2 months of their paycheck to get started. But I love how
Right.
you are, you don't accept their excuse. It's never about money. There's
Yeah.
money everywhere, no matter where you live. And when you say, the rates in Uganda are a little different to get started than here in the US. And for someone to get started in Uganda is 279, Martyn. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? So
Yeah.
if he says, if you didn't have it today and you didn't have it 6 months ago, what makes you think you're gonna have it in the next 6 months? Like you need to do something different now, or else you're gonna
Yeah.
continue living this lifestyle of being broke, right?
Mhm.
And I mean, this is why they're winning. They have posture, they have consistency, they're crazy, and they have a work ethic like no other, where they're literally doing 4 live in-person presentations every single day. So if you
Yeah.
want to create a six-figure a year or a month income, you got to be crazy. And if you think about your past and things that you have already achieved and the goals that you've accomplished, you were laser focused. I'm pretty sure. I know for a fact every competition I've done or every major successful thing I've accomplished, I was laser focused on just that one thing. And that's what catapulted me into success. So very, very powerful. Martyn, I want to thank you so much for being here. Does anyone, oh, Barbara. Barbara does have a question. Okay, if any, we'll take one
Hi,
more question and
Martyn.
then we'll call.
Hi,
Go
Martyn.
ahead, Barbara.
Thank you so much for being here with us. And by the way, I introduced a couple of people to you. I don't think they've gotten started, but I did like a text. And I have a question. I know that they don't make a lot of money, but I know that they probably would if they would want to be a part of this if they understood how they could get started. So how do people get the money together if they don't have it?
Oh, how do people get money together if they don't have it? Oh my goodness. This is a matter of life and death. See, you're looking at your life because if you see, there's you looking for money without a plan or a purpose, and then there's you looking for money to get something that could change your life forever. See, I could ask you the same question. If you needed a certain amount of money, if let's say you have someone that you love so much and they are bedridden, they are in hospital, and all they need is a certain amount of money that is outside your reach. All right? Like an amount that you wouldn't even think about, you yourself. But you have someone who is dying on a hospital bed, all right? And then suddenly you get a sign, or you get someone tells you all you need is this much to actually get that person's life saved. All right? Tell me, would you get the money?
Yeah.
Your brain starts working. Your brain starts working. You see, the reason your brain might not work to get that amount of money is because you don't have a why. You don't have a reason to get that. And you don't see why you should. Not that you don't see why you should, but it is nothing, there's nothing to fight for at that moment in time. But now I have showed you a way to make way more money because you don't have it. You will figure out something. If you have an iPhone, if you have an iPhone, I don't know, 15, 16, and it is just there, it is just making calls. See, if your smartphone is not making money for you, it's not smart. Now, if I have an iPhone and I've seen an opportunity and I can go out there and get maybe $400 in this phone, I would let go of it. I would go sell it and get started here. As long as I've seen a pathway for me to succeed, and I know if I work it, I will make it. I'll always find a way. Like I will always find a way. And I really put you in that picture and get to show you that you can do this. You can do it if you really and truly want to. So I do that. And then you think, see, whenever I'm talking to such people who tell me they don't have the money or anything like that, I make sure I show them, I cast the vision. I show them the possibilities. I show them what other people are doing. Well, my results might not be typical, but I could show someone who came in and got their six in 3 days. I could show someone who came in and enrolled three people, made all their money back plus a profit in one single day just because they made 10 phone calls. Now, all of us know some people that are way richer than us. All of us knows, at least you know someone that has more money than you do. Now, you could be the link between Viago and them. You could be the only link between Viago and them. So it's about you making that phone call and them coming over to see Viago. They will see an opportunity. You sign them up, you get that money. You could know a couple of those. So if you know, if and especially the people that don't have the money, but that usually come up with the money, that's what they see. You see an opportunity, and suddenly the names start coming in. The names of people, the people start coming in. And before you know it, if you know you have a place you can go sell something or do whatever, get that money, come get started. You call these people, you get that money. And you'll be amazed at what you can do. So it's not about you not having the money, it's the will to actually go ahead and get it and get started on something great. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to start in order to be great. So the money will always be there. It is always there.
Yes,
I don't know, Barbara,
absolutely.
if I answered your question.
That was perfect. I love how you said to share with them the possibilities, the
Yeah.
visualization of what they can achieve in their life. Martin, we only go an hour with these calls, but it's such a great call. So we're going to go for a few more minutes, but we want to just hear a few things that you do with your team and how you create leaders. And then what's your final point for, as we close out the call?
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, thank you so much for allowing me to come on here and share this with your team. And I've always admired you, I've admired your leadership, and I'm glad finally we are working together and we are all one big team, one big family. In fact, I'll invite you on one of my calls that I do every Tuesday. And so it's an honor really to come on here and get to serve your people as well, your team, and getting to help each other because it's iron sharpening iron. So the thing is, uh, this is how I do it with my team. Um, First of all, we have a great opportunity in our hands. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's a great opportunity, and not so many people have realized it. But what I did was I first of all started with the old people that we had, we had in other companies, and most of them have actually not even come through to see what this is all about because
Wow.
they are just literally running away. Like you call them and they don't even show up. You call
Mhm.
them, they don't even pick calls. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I only wish they knew. But because I have built a business from scratch before, I have started from zero left, zero right, took it all the way to 50,000 people. And I decided to start this one also from zero left, zero right, and building it up. And by the way, the majority are new people, people that have never even been in this industry
Wow.
because that's exactly what I did with my former company. I built with new people, and that's exactly what I'm looking at now as well. But of course, there are others that keep chipping in and coming in, and but the bottom line is we are looking at the major thing, like what do we need people to get in and focus on immediately. First of all, we look at the getting six. You know, get six, get your monthly fees waived. That's number one. That's very key. That's what everyone is working towards. Getting six, getting six, getting six. If you ask anyone, everyone wants to get their six, get their six. And it's funny how even before you get your six, exactly. Even before you get your six, you could actually get to bronze before you get your six. So for some reason, that is also exciting. So you find someone who has not even gotten their six, they're already bronze. You find someone who has not gotten their six, they're already silver. And that's crazy. So, but they know the goal, the number one goal is to get their six. Club six is a big deal, and that's exactly what we are. That's the 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 building block that we have that we encourage people to do. Okay, now getting six, and then obviously going to bronze, silver, and then gold. So just because, well, we are just getting started, and to me, in my well, this is a training that I probably will start giving people maybe silver or gold and above. But getting from gold to sapphire, that's a whole different level of training. That's a whole different level of training because now that includes lineage. Now that includes lineage. So that will be another training that I'll be, giving to golds and above or even silvers and above. But it all comes back to getting six. So when people get in their mind that they need to get six, get six, get six, get six, we will be killing two birds with one stone. I know you get what I mean, but for someone who is new and probably bronze or silver, they might not understand what I mean right there. But getting six, if every single person could understand that getting six sets you up towards sapphire, not bronze, not silver, not gold, but it takes you all the way to sapphire. It sets you up for sapphire. And obviously, when you get six, you don't stop there. You don't get six and then sit and you're like, okay, now I'm done. I'm done with the six. I'm never going to do anything else. No. Get six, repeat. Get six, repeat. Okay. And I promise you, it will be so easy to get to sapphire, emerald, and so on and so forth. Now, so many people will see that much later, but believe you me, get six is the deal. You get six, you repeat, you get 12, you get 18. And if you could look at 20 personals and also make sure you also position them well. Okay, balance. Even if you have spillovers on one side, please still balance. Make sure you have the 60 side, the 60 side, regardless of the numbers. Don't look at the spillovers as numbers that you have. Look at your own personals. How many do you have on your strong leg? Your personals, and how many do you have on your weak leg, right? So make sure you balance all those and ensure you have lineage on both sides if you are truly looking at going black diamond, okay? Because you could get all these, but you need that. You need the get six and repeat, get six and repeat. Then eventually things will be so easy for you to move all the way up. So that is what that is how we are running and moving, and every single person is excited about getting their six. They along the way, bronze comes in, silver comes in, and they're like, what? Come on, I'm already a residual income earner before I get six. You still have to go get your six. So you still feel there's something missing in you. You need to still get your six for you to proceed. So I believe that right now is working. And obviously it's a new company, it's a new comp plan. So we are literally we are pathfinders. So we are basically just trying to see how we get to navigate through the pathways and getting to create something. Of course, people that will come a year later will find everything so smooth. So right now, that is what we've got to do. And I'm so happy that we are all working together, learning from each other. And obviously, when I host you on our call, I'll be able to also learn from you, and the team will also learn from you. And then we get other people on the calls, and as you also get other people on the call. So eventually, we are going to build a massive family, a massive community. And in the next 2, 3 years, wow, I can't even fathom where we will be. That is why I can't sleep, Mel. That is why I can't sleep.
I agree with you, brother. It was an honor to have you. Thank you so much for being here and taking time from your family, your team, to share the knowledge and the success and all the things that you're doing to help your leaders be on the top 10. So we appreciate you all being here, learning from Martyn and from your own team that stayed up late as well to be here as well. They're probably all like, no, we stay up till 3 a.m, like our leader, Martyn. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmute everybody and let's shout out Martyn how much we appreciate him.
Thank you, Martyn.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Martyn.
brother.
That was awesome. Love it, brother. Inspiring.
Thank you, Martyn.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, so
Incredible.
grateful.
Appreciate it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you again. We love you. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. And we will see you on the beaches
Bye.
of the world, our next national event. God bless.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Bye.
Ohio.